through the social universe, and in many cases you learn the secrets of the universe itself. One of the secrets of the universe is good customer service and great knowledge. We're finding that more and more with the application of Google. There's all kinds of ways to game Google, which basically means using black hat tricks to be able to get to the top of Google, and Google's sick of that, and so they're switching more and more to just good educational content. And so that's what this show ends up becoming for a lot of our business owners that come on the show and are developing their social media programs. It's recorded, it's put up on YouTube, where our amazing listeners will go become viewers on YouTube and watch these shows. And we normally have, I don't know, anywhere from 20 to 30,000 of you that we highly appreciate out there that are watching those YouTube videos, so we appreciate it very much. And so these are all things in Google that are very important, but more and more it's valuable information, valuable content. So if you have your pencils and papers out there, make sure you pull them handy, because Jessie is going to share with you what is the best way to be able to get the most from your insurance when it comes time that you have that unavoidable accident where somebody hits you, or you know, heaven forbid, hit somebody else. And you need to go make some decisions quickly, because you know you might be out there on the middle of the freeway and not quite sure what to do. So with that, I want to welcome Jessie Nessi back to our show. He has Nessi's Auto. He's the president and owner of Nessi's Auto, and I appreciate him coming on the show today.
Thank you. Yeah, one of the first things that a lot of customers always ask me is, hey, can I ask you something about the insurance? You know, what do I need to do? Fact of the matter is, unless you're an insurance adjuster, you really shouldn't necessarily know what to ask. And that's the way that a lot of insurance companies see it. A person that's asking all the right questions, normally they look at like, whoa, what are we dealing here? How come this person knows so much? Who have they been talking to, you know? A lot of insurance companies out there, and like I mentioned earlier, I have a bit of a different view than many other shop handlers or owners, just because of the simple fact that I have the background coming from the insurance company. Most insurance companies, they have your best interest at hand. And you can look at it from two positions. First of all, if you are their insured and somebody got in the way, you got into that unavoidable accident, or hey, you just made a mistake, you dropped your phone, picked it up, and oops, there it is. That's why they're called accidents, right? Well, it's their opportunity to prove to you just how good they are. It's not a tangible product that you buy. It's not something that you can feel or know or even reach for when you don't need it. So when you do have that claim and you file that claim, you meet your adjuster, that is their opportunity to prove to you that you've been putting the money in the right place. God knows there's plenty of providers out there. You have your choice, and with this, you know, call me in 2 minutes, I'll save you money, or take 15 minutes, or be a homeowner, or be in good hands. They'll have their logos to try to get you to them. So when you file that claim, that's when you get to be that adjuster. That's when you get to know, hey, I made the right choice, or oh my God, I need to switch insurance companies. These guys are trying to shortchange me. Some customers look at the insurance pocket as a deep pocket. Well, that's not the case. Most insurance companies don't even make money off their premiums. They make money off their investments. So when you look at, oh my God, I've been paying so much for my premium, now they don't want to cover it. It's not that they might not want to cover certain things, but just like if you were paying for something out of pocket, they want to make sure they get the best deal available. They obviously want to get your vehicle repaired back to its pre-loss condition, as it's said in the industry, which basically means they want to give you what you had, or a little bit better. But they don't necessarily, you know, if you have a 10-year-old vehicle, you didn't have a brand new vehicle, I'm sorry. It was a 10-year-old vehicle. So there's many ways that if you were paying for it out of pocket, you could save money by either using aftermarket parts, which are parts that are not made by your vehicle's manufacturer, but they're tested, they're proven to fit the same, they're, you know, same quality. You can also go with used parts. I mean, who's who hasn't used a used part before? You know, your headlight cracks. Hey, why not use a used part? And they're already out there. You're helping the environment, you know, go green, if anything, and you're saving some money because the part's already there. It doesn't have to be manufactured, restocked, and these things. So a lot of people that look at the insurance company as a deep pocket company don't look at it like that. Look at it as they're investing your money. They're paying with your money. The person purchasing the coverage, that is the true customer to me. And a lot of big shops, they look at the insurance company saying, the insurance company is my customer. Why? Because they're bringing you volume. They're bringing you $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 worth of business a month. And sometimes those body shops, they lose focus of taking care of the individual and explaining to the individual. Even though they might be handling a few $100,000 of cash every single month, that is your one accident. That might have been your only one accident in 20 years. So if people don't take the time to explain exactly what's going on and what needs to happen, and it might, you know, being an adjuster, when I did it, sometimes it got repetitive. Sometimes you're like, oh, this is the 10th time I gotta say this today. Well, guess what? It's the 10th time for you, but it's that person's first time, and it could be their last time. So some people, you know, I met with people that had insurance their whole life. You know, here they are, 65, 70 years old, their first accident ever. Are they not entitled to the same customer service that person that has 5 or 6 accidents? Of course they are. That's where I like to come in and try to make a difference and keep the customer informed. Now, when a customer comes to my shop, I like to let them know of the steps that they need to make, whether, you know, it is to file the claim, call the insurance company, get all the numbers that are pertinent, like claim number, policy number, and things like that, or whether it's something as simple as giving them a ride to the enterprise location or Hertz or rental car that they need to go to. We do free pickup and delivery valley-wide. I've never asked the customer, where's your car, before I go get it. You know, it's always, yeah, I'll be happy to go get it. And then they go, it's in Apache Junction. Okay, I'll have to go get it after work. You know, it's just one of those things. But I do strive to do as much as I can for my customer. I try to put myself in their place every single time and realize the fact that not everybody has all the answers, but if I can help you get through your claim as easily as possible, that's what I would love to do.
And he actually has done all those things for me. Not every single one, but just a lot of them. He's actually gone through that. So he practices what he preaches. This is not just a big story he's throwing out there on the air. This is why I was so excited to bring Jessie on the show, because he practices what he preaches. So let's say that you are out there on the freeway and you finally you get pushed to the side of the freeway because the cops are saying, hey, you know, we really got to get you into a safe place, or, you know, you called your tow truck. You have to make that decision where you're going to take that car. The insurance is going to guide you to go to one of their shops. What's the difference between, quote, quote, one of their shops versus one that you choose?
The insurance companies have set up a network of body shops. Nothing different than you having your favorite set of restaurants that you go to. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that other restaurants aren't good, mm-hmm. or maybe even better. It just said that they have a set relationship. They've gone through contracts and they've gone through several programs or ideas that they have that they want those body shops to do, and they've set up a network of trusted shops. Those shops, they're great shops. The majority of the time, they're ICAR certified. They have all the equipment. They're I wouldn't say micromanaged, but they're definitely visited by the insurance companies often, very, very often. And a lot of times they're entrusted with doing the estimate for the insurance company rather than having to send an adjuster for each and every single vehicle, which obviously saves the insurance company money as long as those body shops are following the directions to the T. So, you know, if a certain insurance company wants to, okay, well, as soon as the car is there, we want it torn down and we want an estimate written, and they'll do that. Some, they don't want you to touch it until you get an approval. So the network, it's a great place to start if you don't know anyone and you don't want any I would say, special sort of treatment.
However, if you do want special treatment, and I'll spit it out for you because it's hard for Jesse to beat his own chest, so to speak. But he is a great place to call because, I mean, for example, there's 2 times, in my opinion, you should give Nessie's a call. Jesse at Nessie's a call. Is when you need a location that you can trust, number 1. And number 2, let's say that you have AAA auto and that they're going to tow you to the nearest shop. It might not necessarily be one of the trusted ones that the insurance has recommended, and it might not necessarily be one that you trust either. So now I'm going to put you on the spot here. If they get towed to that nearest shop, can they call you and then you'll come to that shop and pull it down?
Of course. We will definitely tow the vehicle or transport it. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be towed. We can send a driver over, pick it up. When it does have to be towed, I will gladly pay for that tow to get it to my shop. One of the things that the insurance companies tell customers, not necessarily to kind of frighten them into going to the network shop, but to get them to follow their network, is you get a warranty by going at that shop. Well, you know, warranties are as good as the shop standing behind them or the product standing behind them. My shop, just like many other independent shops, give you a warranty for the life of the vehicle, for as long as you own it the majority of the time, for the body work, the paint work, the labor. Obviously, parts cannot be guaranteed for life unless they come from a guarantee from the manufacturer. That depends on every case. But it is definitely, by going to an independent shop, you get to get a person like me that doesn't have 2 secretaries, 5 adjusters, 3 estimators, 4 part guys to hide behind. I am your forefront. You come in, you see me, I'll greet you when you're there, unless I'm running around trying to make a miracle happen. But you know,
he does very often make some good miracles happen. It looks like we are getting really close to break, and so what I want to do, I don't want to cut you off, but I want to create some a cliffhanger there for all of you, because here's the thing: is that when you're out there, and there is a distinct reason why you should be calling Jesse at Nessi's Auto versus just going wherever the insurance carrier tells you to go. We're going to cover that a little bit more when we come back. It's so important. It's really helped me in my pocketbook and made me much more savvy. So that's one of the reasons I brought Jesse on the show today, is so that you can become a savvy owner of a car, especially in an accident situation. He's so full of information, as you can tell. So continue to keep your notepads ready and available, and we will be right back after the break. This is Kurt Wilhelm, the host of the Social Universe here on World Talk Radio, joined by Nessi from Nessi's Auto. We'll be right back.